It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Jordan Love. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Right to the air, here is Goff.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I almost see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Now a short one to Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Love looking to throw it.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Love now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
The Packers at 7-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These 2 teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught by Laporta. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Opposite, green.
They'll run here with Dillon.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Xavier McKinney
able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a first down throw. Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter.
2nd down and 3.
As they've got it as we resume action.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. And the Lions first down.
Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
St. Brown motioning left.
From the 50, it's Goff. And a throw right sideline is complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Love once more.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over.
Veteran Jared Goff back out with his Lions offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A second down throw for Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses. Now you're back below 1,000. Here, you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Marquise Bell. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over as we eat. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 30 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Love. And he rifles one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Here we go, set. Right. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Goff on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Green Bay.
Play fake. Here's Love. Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready?
Love now to pass on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can't admire sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And got his man complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's Goff now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on third, Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Love now. Looking deep here for Doubs.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looking deep here for Doubs.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st down, going to the air with Love. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now Goff on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Love from the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
To throw now. Here's Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his 1st interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Here's Love. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have.
Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, ready?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Goff now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go bootleg. Love rolling to, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach, plenty to say about this game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try and escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Board out.
Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Okay, break. Ready.
Love, they go play action now.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
That's going to be not.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Red. Claws red. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds been able to get it up past the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down.
That's complete to Wicks.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,